Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and this is a super exciting video because I'm unboxing my Quota bag for 2023. I haven't bought a bag from Hermes or any other brand since the spring of 2022, so it's been about a year and a half since I bought my last handbag. Now, if you followed along with my Hermes bag saga, you'll know that I did not give my Hermes sales associate a wish list for the year. I explained all of this in my video for the Hermes private sale, but essentially, I felt like I had a really good collection. I didn't need any more bags. I'm quite content with not getting any bags this year and just waiting for my special order to come in. What ended up happening is that in lieu of a wish list, my SA offered me bags anyway, based on the things that she thought I would like or what would be different in my collection. And so I got offered some beautiful bags this year, and I will definitely make a part 2 of all of the Hermes bags that I've rejected. Towards the end of the year, my SA and I spoke, and she felt strongly that I shouldn't waste my quota this year. I should accept a bag, of course, something that I want, and my SO will come in whenever it comes in. My first choice is a green Kelly 25, but my SA told me that is not happening this year. That's one of the reasons that I didn't even bother to put in a wish list. So I had given it some thought, and I realized why I rejected all of the bags she'd offered was that they all had gold hardware. I already have 3 Birkins with gold hardware. Spoiler alert, it's a Birkin, and I really wanted a bag with palladium hardware. I just don't see how I would use another neutral color Birkin with gold hardware in a different way than I'm using the ones that I currently have. So what I did tell her is that I wanted a neutral color Birkin 25 with palladium hardware. My one exception is a taupe because I already have a Birkin 25 in a taupe with gold hardware. And so within weeks of us having that conversation, she texted me that she had this bag for me, my favorite color combination. She still jokes that she would have chosen one of the other bags that she offered because she felt that that provided more diversity in my collection, but she and I both agreed that this is a bag that I would use way more than any of the other bags that she had offered me. So without further ado, let's unbox together. The rumors are true. All that I got in this box, other than the pillow, was this booklet, but no raincoat. I have never used a raincoat, but even if I did use raincoats, I do have a raincoat for my other Birkin 25, so not a big deal. And here it is, guys. It's a Birkin 25 color noir Togo leather with palladium hardware. So I'm gonna guess half of you who've watched my channel regularly are saying that is such a you combination. Black and palladium is your favorite of all time. You know that I have a Kelly 25 Cellier in this exact combo, but I'm also sure an equal number of you who've watched my channel are going, what, another black bag? Yes, guys, in my defense, I did ask for Gruyere with palladium hardware. That was my top choice. However, I was willing to take any neutral color with palladium hardware. She did have a Gruyere bag, but it had gold hardware, so I just had to turn that down. I really love my Etude Birkin 25 with gold hardware, and I know if I have a Gruyere with gold hardware and an Etude with gold hardware, I'm always going to wear that Etude. So I had to be really honest with myself. Birkin 25s have been relegated to my summer bags. With heavy coats and sweaters, I just cannot wear a Birkin 25 in the winter, but I used my Etude Birkin 25, my Pink Constance 18, and my Chanel bags all last summer. Birkin 25s, while not my favorite, do get a lot of use in the warmer months. When I am in the mood for a Birkin and I want palladium hardware, this will be my only option. The leather on this bag is really beautiful, but I will say if you love veining, you'll probably be disappointed because there really isn't any veining on this bag. So here she is, all dressed up. I'm really grateful that my SA talked some sense into me this year and I got this bag. She was pretty insistent that I should not waste my quota this year, especially because I only get one bag a year, so I would essentially be wasting a full year by not getting this bag. I am the person that lives in all black in the summer, black cotton dresses, black linen pants, so this will get a ton of use. I wanted to get a shot of this bag with my So Black Rodeo, which happens to be my only rodeo. I'm not so into rodeos and twillies, and I have zero plans to get a twilly for this bag. I cannot express enough how much I love this palladium hardware. If you're a longtime subscriber, you'll know I love palladium. I know most of my bags bags have gold hardware, but I do enjoy palladium just as much, if not slightly more than gold. But for me, it really has more to do with the color hardware combination. So there are certain colors like pinks and grays that I prefer with palladium hardware, and then there are other colors like green that I much prefer with gold hardware. I am the person that exchanged my Eton Kelly with gold hardware for the palladium hardware. This was before the pandemic when we had options, so I doubt that would even be a possibility in current times. Of course, I do love gold hardware. It's all about the vibe and the way that I want to feel on a particular day. I don't mind mixing metals, but I also really enjoy a cohesive jewelry and handbag hardware moment. So when I'm dripped in gold jewelry and my bag has gold hardware, I feel very sophisticated and mature, total grown woman vibes. But there is something very cool, sleek, and modern about palladium hardware that I love, and that's why I was really insistent on this Birkin 25 having palladium hardware, and I turned down all of those beautiful bags that had gold hardware. On a side note, Hermes is definitely a company that responds to consumer demand, and maybe it's just me, but I do think they've been making more and more bags with gold hardware over the last few years because so many customers request it, and so palladium hardware is becoming harder and harder to come by. My 2024 wish list will either be my next video or the one right after that, and I'll share with you the bags that I plan to request from my essay in that video. However, earlier this year, I made a video about my final 5 bags from Hermes. These were the only 5 bags that I saw myself getting in the future. However, I've taken 2 bags off this list. So since I was able to unbox that Birkin in record time, I thought I would take a little time to tell you about the changes to this list. So let's discuss the bags that I have taken off, but I also wanted to tell you about the bags that I have on my radar, but I don't plan to request from my essay for a couple of reasons. Let's start with the bags that I've taken off the list. The black Mini Kelly. This is a bag that I still love and I would probably enjoy if it were offered to me, but I've had the Nata Mini Kelly on my wish list for years at this point, and the Mini Kelly is not the most useful bag in the world, and I'm not sure that I want more than one, so I just won't be requesting this bag from my essay. And next up is the Birkin 25 Cellier. So in that video, I showed you this bag in black, but I was also open to other colors. It's just that black is the only color that I've ever seen the Birkin 25 Cellier in and really liked. So why I've taken this bag off my wish list is that my essay offered me a beautiful Birkin 25 Cellier. When I eventually make that video about the Hermes bags that I've turned down recently, I will show you a picture of it. It is absolutely gorgeous, but I realized that I didn't really enjoy the Birkin in that very structured silhouette, which surprised me because I really like structured bags, but I think I'm one of those people that really enjoys the Birkin in a more relaxed form. That bag felt very stiff and formal, and I think I was expecting it to be more like my Retourné Birkin in Epsom leather that keeps its structure beautifully but still maintains the relaxed nature of a Retourné bag, and I just didn't love it as much as I wanted to. So I reserve the right to change my mind on this bag. I've certainly changed my mind on many luxury things. If you asked me 10 years ago, I would have told you that I didn't like Birkins at all. So it's not that I don't like the Birkin 25 Cellier. I think it's just not the vibe that I'm going for right now. Now let's discuss 2 bags that I have on my radar, but I don't plan to request for my essay. I'm thinking ahead of when my essay eventually leaves, and I can tell you now, I'm just not interested in doing any kind of 1-to-1, 2-to-1 pre-spend for bags. It's just not happening. So I'm pretty sure that when my essay leaves, that's just going to be the end of my run for Hermes Quota bags, and I don't have a problem with that. I've had a really good long run. So there are a couple of bags that I'm saving for when that day comes. The first bag I can foresee getting, no matter who my essay is. I should be able to get this bag without a pre-spend or with basically how I naturally spend at the brand. So I think the Mini Gypsier in gold with any hardware. I have a slight preference to palladium, but with the color gold, I like palladium as well as gold. The second bag is the Constance 18 in the color Rougeage box leather with gold hardware. So this would be an alternative to a Kelly 25 in those same exact specs, which will be one of the combinations combinations that I request for a Kelly 25 next year. I really hadn't given that much thought to a Constance in this combination, but then I saw a woman wearing this exact bag at my boutique and it was perfection. I think getting this color in a Constance might make perfect sense, and this may be the only bag that I'm willing to go on the pre-owned market for, and perhaps even vintage. So as usual, I like to give you my reasoning. I own a Constance 18 and I know that I like that style and size of bag. However, the reason I think that I use my Constance 18 as much as I do is because of the color. So when I'm looking for a pink bag, I don't have any other options, and so that bag doesn't duplicate color or function in my collection. I think black, gold, and a taupe are the only colors that I can foresee getting multiples of and it not being an issue. So I think that the Constance is a great bag for me to get in colors that I don't want to duplicate, and because of the bag style, it assures that I will use them. Now, I think this bag is a good one to get on the resale market, because there's a huge discrepancy in price between brand new box leather in store and vintage box leather on the resale market, and so I could potentially get a deal. And secondly, a Constance 18 in Rouge Ash box leather is not one of those bags that counterfeiters are scrambling to knock off. The leather is very particular, it's a very hard bag to make, and you aren't able to charge as much as you would a black Birkin 25, let's say. So I'm not saying that there aren't any counterfeits of this bag on the resale market, but it's certainly a lot less than other bags. And moreover, I think that I would be able to get this bag for a very good price because I would prefer getting it in not the best condition, so I'd have a reason to send it to the Hermes spa. Even though, of course, I would get it authenticated before buying it, truthfully, the only authentication that I would feel 100% satisfied with is that of Hermes itself. So it would actually work to my advantage to buy a cheaper bag in not the best condition that needs restoration right away, and I can send it to the Hermes spa and have complete peace of mind about the authenticity of the bag. But I do think because of price and style of bag, this is a particularly good bag to buy resale. So those were my updates about the two bags that I'm no longer interested in, and the two other bags that I'd be open to considering at a later date, most likely once my essay is no longer with the company. In my wish list video, you'll hear all about the bags that I plan to request from my essay in 2024 and beyond. Please let me know what you think of my new Birkin. I love it. I hope you had a great Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, or if you don't celebrate, I hope this is a relaxing time of year for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel. That would make my day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.